What's up, drummers? So today we're going to work on different rhythmic increments and really being able to subdivide the beat by doing single strokes on our pad. Okay, so we're going to be doing some pad work. Single stroke is just one strike this way, and we're going to alternate between right and left. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay, we're going to start at 60 BPM. Got my trusty phone metronome here. This app is called the Metro Timer, and we're going to start this exercise at 60, and then we're going to do 75, and then we're going to do 90. Okay, our different rhythmic increments. When you hear the metronome click, that would be considered a quarter note. So that's going to be our starting point, the quarter note. Okay, so the first measure of 4 beats, we're doing a 4/4 measure here. First measure would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Right, left, right, left. Then we're going to subdivide that, and each beat now is going to get 2 hits for every click. So you're going to go on the click and then in between the click with your left hand. These are called eighth notes. So we had quarter notes that we started with, then we subdivide and go twice as fast doing eighth notes. So we've got quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we go to eighth notes. We count the eighth notes, we count all the numbers just like we did for the quarter notes, but in between the beat, we're going to play eighth notes with our left hand, and we count those as ands. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again, quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes, 2, ready, go, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The next subdivision we're going to work on is triplets. And you might guess that's 3 hits starting on the click, and you can use the word triplet, 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 and use the syllables in it to help you remember what it's supposed to sound like. Triplet, 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 triplet. So trip gets right on the click, and then you got to squeeze the other 2 in between before you get to the next start of trip, or the next start of the next beat. Sometimes it's helpful, especially at faster tempos, to count the number and say and. So for a triplet, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and triplet, 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 triplet. So recap: quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, trip, triplet, 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 triplet. Next rhythmic increment is 16th notes. So it's going to be 4 hits from the click until we get to the next click. We count those: 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. Back up to quarter notes again, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Triplets. 16ths. And then if you're really going to get after it, we're going to do what they call sextuplets. Has a triplet feel, but you're doubling the triplet feel. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like you did on the triplets, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but since we're doubling that for all of beat 1, because it's 6 different hits, 1 and 1 and, so the first 3 will get 1 and then you say 1 and again to complete it, and it's going to be fast. So you've got, here we go, sextuplets. 1 and a 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 1. Quarter notes, 3, 4, eighths. 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and triplet, 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 triplet. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1 and a 1 and a 2 and a 2 and a 3 and a 3 and a cycle it back through. So this exercise, we're playing 4 beats of each rhythmic increment, and then we're going to try and cycle it back to the quarter note back at the beginning and be able to do it on a loop. All right, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 and 4 and 1. All right, we're going to try and cycle it through 4 different times. Here we go. 60 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, if you can do that fairly comfortably, we're gonna move up to 75, and then after that, we're gonna do 90. If 75 ends up being a little too fast, don't be afraid to go to 65, 70, and 75. Work your way up. You might spend a day or so. If you practice diligently and do it every day, you might be able to bump it up by 5 every day if you really, really keep at it. If you can do that, congratulations, and let's go to 75. All right, guys, here we go. 75. Quarter notes, eighth notes, triplets, sixteenths, and then sextuplets. 1, 2, ready, go. Cool beans. If you can do that, then you are on to 90. 90 feels a little out of reach, then let's go to 80. Then try 85. Do all the in-betweens if you really need to. 88, 89. Make sure that you're feeling comfortable with it before you move up. All right, 90 BPM. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's the stuff. Good work. If you can do that, move on to the next lesson. Have a good one.